Cool.
Hey everybody, it's Kim Scotts from 89X, and want to talk a little bit about 2020 and the music industry and everything. The one thing I can say about 2020, of course, is that it's been an absolute roller coaster. But the one thing that I think people have been leaning on and have been really enjoying is new music. And with that, some amazing artists, amazing bands bringing us new music to help get us through everything. The Pretty Reckless have come out with an amazing banger of a single, Death by Rock and Roll, with a new album to come out by that same name. And video chatting with me right now, Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, it's been about 3 years or so since we've seen stuff from you guys. So this is amazing for your fans because they have something to look forward to. They have the new single, which is amazing. 89, it's been doing amazing on 89X. Perfect timing.
I mean, I don't know if there's such thing as perfect timing. We're certainly living in very unprecedented times, so it was a bit scary to put out new music right now. But the response has been so overwhelming that it blows my mind. So thank you guys. Thanks so much for the support. It's awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Now, the new album's set to come out, titled Death by Rock and Roll as well. My question is, what inspired you to create this particular record?
Well, we went through a lot of tragedy in the past few years, a lot of loss, and that certainly influenced the making of this album. We lost, our producer Kato, and I went pretty down there for a while, and it really took music and writing this record to kind of pull me out of the kind of hole of depression I was in. So this record really is a reflection of everything we went through, and I think we really came out on the other side. In my opinion, this is the best record we've ever made. It's the new and improved Pretty Reckless 2.0.
Sounds like a lot of growing, for sure.
A lot of growing, and I keep saying, in one way it almost feels like the first record, in the sense that we really threw everything we had into it. I mean, emotionally, mentally, physically, the whole thing, because we were almost starting from scratch again. So it really it has this, I don't know, it breathed a new life into it.
Wonderful. Now, you have a very strong female presence in the rock world, and you had the opportunity to work with two powerhouses as well in the rock world, Maria Brink of In This Moment, as well as Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm. So how did that project come together exactly?
That came about, Maria called up and said, hey, I have this idea. Lizzie's on board. Is this something you'd be interested in? And obviously, We Will Rock You by Queen is a fantastic song. I'm a huge Queen fan. And Maria and Lizzie are dear friends. And so it just kind of felt like a very natural collaboration. So I said yes and sang my part. And now it is what you guys can all hear.
Nice. Now, you've always had a really dope style, from your hair to the clothes that you wear, your makeup and everything. Specifically your makeup, I want to talk about that. I know that you're obviously a big fan. You'd have to be, because your makeup is always just on point. Are we going to see maybe like a cosmetic line or your hand in something like that in the future?
I don't know. I mean, that's certainly something I've always been interested in, just because I think fashion and music kind of go so hand in hand. They're both such, forms of self-expression. So, yeah, I mean, that's something I'd love to do at some point, for sure.
If you ever come up with a palette, I'll be the first one to buy it.
Well, cool. I'll let you know. I feel like I'll be the first one to buy it, because I'm always looking for new things, and it's my makeup collection is such a hodgepodge of different brands, so it would be nice to stick to one. So maybe I'll make it for myself and then share it with the world.
For sure. Oh, that's awesome. Chatting with Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless. Getting back into the music, I do an acoustic show on the weekends, and
cool.
My most requested song is a cover that you did, the Oasis cover, Champagne Supernova. I get calls or messages every week, people either saying, I want to hear that again, or they'll say, okay, you got to tell me who did that cover. That was amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. That's cool.
Yeah. I think it speaks volumes for you as a musician, because to choose to do a cover, that's a difficult thing, especially when it's an artist as big as Oasis and a song as huge as Champagne Supernova, for people to listen to it and go, yeah, like that's dope. So it kind of begs the question, have you ever thought about doing like a live or acoustic album?
Yeah, I mean, yes to both those things. Yes to a live album, and yes to an acoustic record. There's something, we're always kind of live, you know, we're not touring right now, obviously. So,
Yeah.
you know, once we get back out on the road, that's definitely something we'll hopefully be working towards. And as far as an acoustic record, that's been something that's been percolating in my mind for years now. And it's really just about writing the right songs for that, and finding the right moment in time to where I feel like that would sit well. But it's certainly something that I'm sure we'll do at some point.
Looking forward to it when it happens, and looking forward to the new album, and hopefully, I mean, we just kind of spoke a little bit about it, tour in the fall. If not in the fall, then, you know, next year, whenever it happens, there's going to be like a slew of people waiting.
I know, and believe me, I'm waiting. So it's it's very weird to put out new music and not be able to back it up with tour, without playing it live. It doesn't feel like the circle's complete at all. So it's very strange, but you know, we just gotta ride out the storm. You know, this isn't going to last forever. And when live music does come back, I feel personally that it's going to be, you know, bigger and better than ever, because, you know, I feel like everyone's learned to really appreciate it. You know, when you deprive people of something and then you get it back, it's even more exciting. So that's how
100%.
I'm at it.
It's going to be like one hell of a party for probably a good year and a half, maybe more.
Hopefully longer.
Yes. Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless. Make sure you check out their new lyric video for Death by Rock and Roll. I have it up on my blog. Taylor, thank you so much. We're looking forward to the new album, Death by Rock and Roll. I appreciate the time you have taken today to chat with us.
No, of course. Thank you so much.